Hello, everyone. Welcome to our next episode. So after the last one, we got to the end of the season. We won 106 games. We went 106 and 56. We had the best pitching staff in baseball and probably the best offense and the best defense. Everything clicked this year. I think at the start of this season, the preseason prediction during spring training, I think it was something crazy like a 111 wins or something like that, and we got pretty close. Shohei Otani won the ERA crown. I just got that notification popped up. He had a 2.73 ERA with 33 starts, 168 innings, a WHIP of 1.12, strikeout per nine of 10.6, 4.5 WAR. I think Jake DeGrom had a better season, but he was still pretty good this year. And Ellie De La Cruz had a 30-30 season. He had 33 home runs and 56 stolen bases. So, just hit 20 more home runs and you're in the 50-50 club. But great seasons all around from everyone. Let's pull everybody up to the Major League roster. I'll show you. We didn't make too many deals at the deadline. We talked about Palmegiani in the last episode. He had a 115 OPS plus with us. We traded for Tyler Glasnow as our fifth starter. We didn't give up very much. We gave up this reliever, Michael Byrne, who had some good TCR when he went over there. But that's fine. For my fifth starter, who's going to go be a shutdown reliever in the bullpen for a World Series run, I think that's fine. His stuff really plays up in the bullpen. So he'll go to the bullpen. We got rid of Adam Duvall. We traded him away. We got Seiya Suzuki from the Cubs, and we got them to retain 95% of his contract. So basically, we have Suzuki free for the next 3 years. I sent him down to AAA to play some left field to get some experience. So he'll be coming back up on the 40-man now. Cincinnati. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to take the entire 40-man and put it on the Major League roster so we can kind of see who's here. Cade Hunter did come up for a little bit. You did come up. I don't think Connor Phillips pitched for us this season. He did not. Not a great season for him. He was probably just mad all year. Hogan Harris did come up for a little bit. Hedges was up. Karcher. Did Karcher pitch? Nope. He did not pitch. Laurent did pitch, and Abbott, I don't think came up. No. Okay, so I think that's pretty much it. Before we talk about the Major League roster, Trey Morgan had a great season at AAA. I left him down there all year, so I think he will be looking at a bigger role on the Major League team next year. But yeah, okay. So let's go this way. Make sure this says Major League Baseball. Matt McLean, 6.6 WAR season. He played 150 games, almost 30 doubles, 28 bombs, 73 walks, 21 steals. Really good all around season. MVP type season, to be honest. If he doesn't win it and Rookie of the Year, I'll be very surprised. Same with Ellie De La Cruz if he didn't exhaust his eligibility last year. Very nice season, defensively versatile. We talked about his 30-50 season already. Shohei, we talked about his pitching. On offense, he had 141 games. He had like a 15-day IL stint at one point. 34 bombs, 13 stolen bases. Excuse me. A 146 OPS plus for 4.5 WAR. So combined between his offense and his defense, he was worth. His offense and his pitching, he was worth 9.1 WAR this season. Noel V. Marte was really good in halftime. He was hurt for about half the year. But in his 80 games, 18 home runs, 303, 378, 553. The bat was great. It got so good I had to play him at shortstop and kick Nick Ahmed from the starting lineup towards the end of the season. He was serviceable, not great, but not awful. That's short. Stuart Fairchild, nice season. I did deal away Jake Fraley. I don't remember what I got for him. I don't think it was anything significant. Good season for Fairchild. Stevenson, great season. He was also hurt for a while, so catching was not um, an easy spot for us, but his bat was well worth it. Um, oh, our top prospect, Mr. Where is he? Another one of those shortstop prospects. Where did he go? Is he down at AAA? I see. I can't forget his name because I can't remember his name because all these guys, they're they're all like shortstop prospects, like middle infield. Edwin Arroyo. Thank you. Uh, Edwin Arroyo came up, had 56 games for us, very much positive. So these guys were like really, really good. Just like everybody was really positive. And if memory serves correct, it adjusts for park when you're trying to figure out um, the plus stats. They adjust. So I'm not sure if playing in Cincinnati had any real effect on that, but um, whatever. In either case, Jared Kelenic, minus with the bat, but still positive overall this season. Nick Ahmed, positive overall, awful with the bat. His team option is probably going to get declined. I think we have plenty of in-house options here now. But nice insurance, and he did exactly what we needed him to. But then the bat of the youngsters just kind of needed to come up. Prospect Alan Serta, very interesting, very odd three true outcome batting profile, but he was still very much positive. 142 OPS plus 1.3 WAR. He hit 12 home runs in 46 games. He is the platoon partner right now for Jared Kelenic. Damiano Palmegiani, Mr. Parmigiani, is what I've been calling him in my head. We quick hit him, I think, 13 bombs in 80 games. Uh, Positive bat, good defender. Very not the best player, but useful. Siani regressed with the bat very much, but that's okay because his glove was still elite. Jay Allen got a cameo. Tony Kemp was good in like supreme backup duty. Um, Veogene, Daniel Veogene was. I played with this backup catcher spot a lot since catcher was kind of rotational this year. Um, Hedges played a lot. He played 32. He got 32 starts, 30 or at 31 starts, 32 games. Um, and then there's some guys that were there that were missing. Cade Hunter was a good bat. He looks like our catcher of the future. Only played 6 games, but that's okay. So we have pitching staff to go through. Zach Wheeler was good. 150 innings, 2.2 WAR. His strikeout per nine was down. His walk per nine was uh, slightly up. His homer per nine doubled from last season. So not a great season. I'm kind of grateful he is an expiring because I probably wouldn't bring him back. Hunter Green had a good season. Not great. Kind of similar to Zach Wheeler. Luis Castillo, I traded for him, which was kind of cool. They gave away this, or the Reds got this ginormous prospect package for him, and then I brought him back, and he was stellar for us. Not great in Seattle, stellar. I did pay some additional prospect capital to get them to retain 50% of his contract, but we gave up Oswaldo Cabrera, who is a player, right? This is not a guy who's, he's not just a throw-in. He is a guy, he is a player, but with all our top middle infield prospects, I thought this solved a need and freed up some space. But he still had a really good season for Seattle after having a good partial season with us. So we gave up Cabrera and Alejo Lopez, who was not playing for us. He was down in AAA. That one All-Star seems like it was just that pity All-Star. Trey Feltine, who looks like not really anything. and Bryce Hubbard, who could be something, but I'm not gonna wait around and find out. We're in the contention window right now. And then Glass now we talked about. We didn't give up anything. Let's bump him to the bullpen. Yeah, bullpen was great. Lane Henderson finished with 41 saves. He blew quite a few down the stretch, but that's okay. We traded for Jalen Beeks just to shore up that back end of the bullpen if somebody got hurt for this catcher, Logan Tanner, who looked like just mainly glove first. Maybe the bat pops, maybe not. Caleb Ferguson was good. Michael King was good. Garrett Crochet, Tyler Rogers, we traded for. Didn't really have a special half season with us, but still good. Tyler McGill, we claimed off of waivers for some reason. He's arbitration eligible, so who knows if we bring him back or not. Pitched well for us. Camilo Doval pitched very well for us. I like when our good relievers pitch a lot. And if you look, it's just Jalen Beeks, really. Everybody else pitched at least 50 innings over the season. And I like when our valuable players play a lot. And no, everybody's got pretty good stamina, 35, 35, 35, 35. Wow, everybody's at 35. McGill's at 45, Rogers is at 30, and Doval's at 30. So those high stamina guys are really good for running a shorter bullpen, a bigger bench, and we can kind of get these innings totals up and get more value out of our pitchers. WAR totals, everybody was good. We don't have to look too hard at this. So, playoff coverage. We won our division, or we won the National League. The Mets also had a really good season. They won 102 games. Really good season for them. Max was not as good as last year, which I thought was surprising, but he still had a pretty good season. He could, in theory, win another Cy Young. But yeah, they got a bunch of their starters in the bullpen right now. Quintana, I think, was he was a starter. Quintana, they traded for Julio Urias. Maybe they signed him. I don't know. Oh, they did sign him. Why do you have him in the bullpen then? That's weird. Pablo Lopez, pretty good overall. They traded for him. I thought about trading for him, but then I didn't. Pete with 56 bombs, Alvarez with 34. So good season for these Mets. They won 102 games, and poor Atlanta won 100 games. They got the joy of playing in the wild card against the Dodgers. The Dodgers won 92 games, so the National League was just so good this year. And St. Louis looks like they got the last wild card, and the Padres at winning 97 games get to play the wild card game. So we play the winner of the Dodgers and the Braves. In the American League, Toronto got the first bye with 93 games. So Toronto would be a wild card team if they were in the National League. Houston won 91 games. Seattle, Minnesota, the Yankees, and the Guardians. So the National League, the Cardinals, their 84 wins was not anything to scoff at, but the wild card team's 100 wins, 95, 97 wins, 92. Yeah, that's insane. So this looks where the strength was of the season, but let's do playoff roster. Let's see who's missing. Usually they always leave somebody off. Alexis Diaz pitched mostly in AAA for a good chunk of the season. He got suspended. I sent him down. Edwin Arroyo, we need to find a home for on the playoff roster, I think. Tony Kemp. Yeah, sorry, Tony. You are a vibes guy only. So I think that pretty much works. Allen. Jay Allen. Allen Serta. Good defensive sub. Oh, Nick Lodolo had a pretty good season for us. I just want to talk about him real quick. 30 games, 20 starts, 2 WAR. Pretty good season for him. I don't know what the future is for him. We'll figure it out. And I don't think you are my backup catcher. I think we put Cade Hunter as our backup. He's a little bit better of a bat. And truthfully, I'm not opposed to carrying three catchers into the playoffs. Um, I don't know if that's wise, but just in case, um, defensive sub, Cade Hunter's a good hitter. But who do we leave off? So, hmm. So it's a best of five. So I really only need three starters. That means Luis Castillo or somebody. Maybe not as it might not be Castillo. It might be Wheeler. Maybe Wheeler gets bumped to the bullpen. No, I think Hunter Green to the bullpen. I think that makes the most sense. And we can kind of use him as a stopper. I think that makes the most sense. And then set up. And I think the same thing for Glass now. These guys are like good. Their stuff really plays up in the bullpen. So that means I can drop somebody, and it's probably McGill. It's probably McGill, and then I can carry Hedges, I think, as a third catcher. I think that makes sense. So that way, in theory, you can use Cade Hunter and his bat. What would you do, manager Joey Votto? All right, so the one thing I'd do is I'd go Marte here. I want Marte playing. I would consider benching Kellenic. I think I'll have a quick hook with him. Yeah, guys, we're not doing this nonsense. But what I would do is Ahmed, defensive sub, and what we do is minimum inning to remove for defensive sub, like seventh inning, and just pull him quick, get his bat in the lineup a few times through, maybe even six. And then same thing to insert sixth. So maybe we do that. Cade Hunter immediately becomes our first bat off the bench. Yeah, we do something like this. But then I want defensive subs. Ciani doesn't need one. Arroyo, if necessary. Arroyo, if necessary. I would put Ellie De La Cruz as our first base defensive sub if necessary. And then Hedges. Then lefties. What do you do against lefties? Still Ahmed. Not something I want to do. I don't want. Serta was supposed to be a platoon bat. Oops. And then same deal here. Marte, Serta, and then we go. Okay, Hunter hits lefty. So that's not super helpful. And actually, it's Kellenic. Okay, so we can go Austin Hedges, defensive sub. At first, it's Ellie De La Cruz, because ideally you move Ellie De La Cruz to first, and like you could move Marte to third, I guess. And then yeah, that probably makes more sense if we go like you here, Arroyo if necessary. Actually, Arroyo's a good enough defender that it doesn't really matter. Arroyo's a great defender, man. Nick Ahmed at short. And then we go. Kellenic is a 65. Probably you. Jay Allen. Jay Allen. So that way we have defensive subs everywhere if necessary. And we're kind of covered. So this lineup I think is fine. Who had the highest on base percentage this year? Stevenson. And then McLean, Marte. So maybe I kind of do this. Maybe we go, you hit second, and then Noelvi Marte can lead off. And then that means Shohei hits third. Okay. Sorry, I forgot what I did. So I'm going to go that. So then De La Cruz can hit cleanup. Then we go probably Parmigiani, Stevenson, Ciani, Fairchild, Kellenic. Done. Okay. Lefties. Something like that, I think. And then we're good. Okay. Yeah, I think this is a good, deep lineup. I mean, they proved it. They were the best lineup in baseball this year. Otani hurt, listed as day to day. You will be fine, I hope. He keeps straining his shoulder. It's kind of worrying. Yeah, shoulder subluxation. Put him on the DL for 15 days, and then another shoulder strain. This could be a potential issue. All right, so let's play playoff coverage, playoff tree. Let's get through it. Let's see. Wild card round. Okay. Oh, I didn't see it went. We're praying for a. Actually, I don't even know who I want to win here. The Dodgers, technically, I guess, had less wins. But both of those teams are dangerous. All these playoff teams are dangerous, man. Okay, Dodgers win game one. Cardinals win game one. Seattle won and Cleveland won. Not much turnaround time. Dodgers won 2-0. I think that's probably who I would rather face just because they were the worst team, I think. Shane Bieber. That's cool. Good for you. Freddie Freeman. Good season. 20 bombs. Good season for him. Okay. Let's get through the rest of this last game 3. Cardinals Padres. And the Padres win. They beat the Cardinals. Cardinals tried. They won game 1. That was probably a surprise. All right, so we got the Dodgers. Shohei looks like he's not hurt anymore, which is good. So we got Shohei versus Bieber, Castillo versus Zach Gallen, Wheeler versus May, and then they go in Miller, and then Bieber again. But I don't think it's a 5-game series, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. Yeah, so Shohei should be good for game 5. Because it's 1, 2, 3, 1. Yeah, okay. Who are you? Get released. Okay. Game 1. At LA. Why are we at LA? Oh, right, because it's a 5-game series. All right. 4-1 win. Good start. Hunter Green with a save. Let's see how much your stuff plays up in the bullpen. A lot. Hunter Green turns into one of the best relievers in baseball if he goes to the bullpen. All right, game 2. Oh, we're not. We're versus. We're at home. Okay. 6-2 win. Ellie De La Cruz, player of the game. I like that he's using our defensive subs. I think that's very smart. Thank you very much. Uh, Luis Castillo, good start, not great. Doval, good innings out of the bullpen. Rogers and Beeks, great. Okay, so we're up 2-0, but as we've seen in prior sims, that means nothing. Uh, so now we got Wheeler going. Do I need a fourth start? Oh, we swept. Okay, great. We don't. Of course, we don't need one. 4 days for Garrett Crochet. You'll be fine. 7-1 win. We sweep the Dodgers. Ellie De La Cruz named Wild Card Series MVP. He added 2 home runs, drove in 4, and scored 4. Great. Thank you, sir. So, not all that difficult of a first series. How are the other ones going? Toronto swept Seattle. Cleveland swept Houston. Cleveland is and Toronto. No, sorry. Cleveland is 5-0. That's cool. Padres and Mets in a little bit closer of a battle, and we're about to get international amateurs. So let's segue into that real quick. Who we want to customize? Work ethic, I think, is high. I'm not going to take any of these guys that are not high work ethic, to be honest, or at least not low. But 1, 2, 3, 4. Invite to training. Do you have them already? Scouting, international. Oh, okay, weird. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we go probably you. So that's 5 out of the 10. And then what if we go work ethic is not low? Because that I can work with. So 6. Deep pitcher class. 7, 8, 9, 10. This guy looks like he could be a stud. This is probably the first guy we're going to look at. Ben Lewis. No. We'll see. We'll get into it, but we have our staff at least scouting this first 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, run practice. Okay, so we're gonna get more info on all these guys. All right, so now let's go back to playoff coverage. Let's see what's happening over here. And the Mets won in, what is that, 4 games? So now we got a couple before game 1. So now we play the Mets, who were the other 100-win team in baseball, other than the Braves. So there were 3 100-win teams in baseball this year. We were one of them, and 2 of them are in the LCS. I think this pitching staff is good, man. This Mets pitching staff. Oh, KBO. No. Yeah, okay. So we're at the day of game 1. And we're going to need another starter, but that's fine because we just probably pull, I don't know, Glasnow or Hunter Green. I think we leave Hunter Green in the bullpen. We pull Glasnow back to the starting rotation. Glasnow. I think that makes the most sense. Did he even pitch? He didn't even pitch in the bullpen. All right. So Glasnow, I think, is our 4th starter. Hunter Green, I think, has good value in the bullpen. So then we go Castillo, Wheeler. Actually, let's go Green. I think I'd rather have Green. And just have a quick hook with him. Yeah, okay. So, the Mets. Oh, this is the play screen, which we can't do. right, so let's look. Their offense was fine, not great. Their bullpen and pitching staff and defense were all good. Um, Marte and Pete looks like they had good seasons. Lindor looked like he had a fine one. Alvarez looked like he had a good season. So, and then there's really just this pitching staff. Max Scherzer, Verlander. Oh, really? Oh, wow. He's bad. So, jump on Verlander, I think, is the plan. Senga looks fine. Quintana looks hittable. So, all right. Let's go. Game 1. Shohei versus Max. We're at home, by the way. 6-1 win. Max Scherzer took the loss. Shohei pitched 5. Max Scherzer 4 and 2/3, 8 hits, 3 earned, 1 walk, 6 Ks. That's a weird start. Not a good, not a bad one. Just like a lot of traffic. Game 2, Luis Castillo, Kodai Senga. 3-2 win. Ooh, walk-off. Ellie De La Cruz, run scoring single. Awesome. Walk-off win. That's what we love to see. So, game 3, 3, 4, 5 are all in New York. So we got Wheeler versus Verlander. It looks like his first start of the playoffs. 7-2 loss. Wheeler got roughed. 5 earned in 4 innings. I think he's kind of prone to those starts in this game. Hunter Green, Jose Quintana took the loss. Hunter Green, 5 innings, 6 hits, 3 earned, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts, 2 bombs. It's not a good start, not a bad start. But this is the one we need to win. This is game 5. We need to beat Max with Shohei on the mound. 3-2. Okay. So now we go back at home with 2 games to get this. Matt McLean 2-run bomb in the top of the 8th to go up 3-1, and then it looks like we gave up a run in the bottom. Glass now. Okay, well, it doesn't matter. We're up 3-2 in the NLCS, so we need to win 1 out of the next 2, and we have a World Series on our hands. And we won 10-3. Wow, we put up 10 against Senga. Who won the Matt McLean was named series MVP? Rookie second baseman Matt McLean. Marte has not played well. Stevenson has not played well, but other than that, everybody looks like they're hitting fine. Castillo 5 1/3, 6 hits, 2 earned. Tyler Rogers, 2 and 2/3, 1 hit, 4 strikeouts. Doval gave up a run, but by that point it didn't matter. Senga 6 earned in 2 innings. Noah Syndergaard came back to New York. That's funny. And he gave up 4 earned. Okay, so we play the Guardians. The Guardians having the season of they've been dominant. Wow, beat the Yankees 2-0. Beat the Astros 3-0. Beat Toronto in 5. So what did they look like? Offense looks good. Pitching staff looks good. This team probably should have won more than 90 games. If expanded standings. They even overperformed a little. Plus 66 run differential. Wow, they look like they should be better. And I didn't check, but we had the best run differential in baseball, 276. We underperformed what we were supposed to, actually, which I think is funny. All right, so we got a 7-game series against Cleveland. And it should be... It's not. All right, so they want Wheeler. Okay. So Wheeler gets game 1. I think I'd rather have Hunter Green take game 1, then Wheeler, Shohei, Castillo. And really, it's like Green, Shohei. Shohei can go tomorrow. Then we go Wheeler, Castillo. So Castillo's the guy that gets the short end of the stick, less starts. I think that breaks up. Yeah, I don't know where I was going with that. All right, game 1. 11-6 win at home. Don't like that Hunter Green gave up 4 earned in 3 innings, but bullpen kind of locked it down. Game 2. Shohei and Tanner Bybee. So we need Shohei to pitch well. This offense looks good, though. This is really exciting. I did not think we would have a World Series appearance this quickly by any stretch of the imagination. Okay. 2-3. Bottom of the ninth, Ellie De La Cruz, 2-run home run versus Morris. Cody Morris. Okay. That's exciting. That's a second walk-off of the postseason so far. All right, so do we go Wheeler or is Castillo ready? He gets ready. I think we go Castillo for game 3. Yeah. I trust Castillo a little bit more than I do Wheeler. All right, game 3, Tristan McKenzie, Luis Castillo in Cleveland. 6-4 win. Boys, we're up 3-0. Cincinnati used a timely hit from Cade Hunter. The pinch hitter stroked a bases-clearing double in the top of the 8th to put the Reds ahead 6-3. So they're doing what I'm asking them to do. They're pinch hitting when they're supposed to. Joey Votto's being very smart and very aggressive with his substitutions. He's doing everything he's supposed to be doing and everything I would be doing with this team, and it shows. So 3-0 lead, and we lose 13-8. Zach Wheeler took a loss, 7 earned, got 4 outs, and then just everybody just kind of gave up some runs here. That's kind of like the stinker that you kind of expect just to happen every now and then. All right, so we go Hunter Green today. All right, so 3-1 lead. And we won. We won our first World Series, everyone. The Battle of Ohio is in our favor. We won 6-2. 106 win season, 6-2. Matt McLean hit a bomb. Fairchild hit a bomb. Hunter Green, 4 1/3, 2 hits, 2 earned, 3 walks, 8 Ks, and then it was just the bullpen shutdown. Building that bullpen seemed to have been the correct decision. Daniel Espino got player of the game, but wow, we won. We won one. That's so cool. Who won Series MVP? Shohei Ohtani. Who else? Who else would get World Series MVP but Shohei? Cade Hunter, that was his only at bat. Was that bases clearing double, by the way? That was his only at bat. Shohei, 20 at bats, 350. That's a good line. And then pitching wise, 4 2/3 innings. We don't need our starters to go very long in the off season or the postseason. So we won in 5. We won our first World Series in God knows how long. I don't even know when the last Reds World Series win was. So that was a really good series, good season. This was probably the best season in Reds history. And now we have to try to repeat. I'm not sure. I haven't even looked at this yet. I haven't looked at who's gone next year, who we have cheap replacements for. But this team was special, man. This was a special team. We're looking at losing Wheeler and probably Glasnow, who didn't even really pitch. He pitched in all four of the 5 games. So we're losing those 2 guys. I think some of these relievers are up for sizable salary arbitration estimates, so some of them are going to be gone. Beeks is a free agent. He'll probably be gone. Stevenson's getting expensive. So we're going to have to think about in-house replacements for him. Matt McLean, we should really consider a big contract extension offer. Yeah, so it's already skyrocketed. So at that point, we don't even save any money by doing that. Yeah. Fairchild, I think, is coming up for arbitration, but it's only 2.3, so that's useful to keep around. Jared Kelenic, I think, is coming up. Not yet eligible. Great. So we got another minimum season with him. Ahmed's probably gone. So most of this offense I think is going to stick around, but um, just minor tweaks here and there. But we'll get into that in the next episode. So for now, Cincinnati, enjoy your World Series win, your championship title, your really stellar group of position player core, I guess, and enjoy it until the next episode. So thanks for watching, everyone, and we'll see you in the next episode. Thanks so much.